Yeah, compares Clark to Steph Curry for being relatable to fans, but claims the fact that she's a straight white woman plays a big role in the hype around her. It's not the numbers that she puts on the scoreboard. Privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. There is a thing called tall privilege. And we have to acknowledge that. And so part of it is about race.
You might be wondering why the U.S. women's basketball team had such a small crowd at the Olympics, especially with big stars like Aja Wilson and Breanna Stewart playing. Well, a huge part of the problem is that one super famous player wasn't there, Caitlin Clark.
Honestly, no disappointment. Like, I think it just gives you something to work for. That's a dream. Hopefully one day I can be there, and I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that, and hopefully in 4 years, when 4 years comes back around, I can be there.
Yep, her absence really made a difference in getting people to show up.
Oh, petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty girls.
So who exactly is Caitlin Clark, and why is she such a big deal? Let's break it down.
The player of the year, number 22, Caitlin Clark.
She's a college basketball player for the University of Iowa who's absolutely killing it. She's breaking records left and right and is super exciting to watch.
Here's the reality. Tommy's right. It's not just race, though. It's also sexuality. Caitlin Clark is a white heterosexual woman in a black lesbian league, and they resent and are jealous of all of the attention and the shoe deal that she got.
It's not just about how good she is, though. When Caitlin plays, it's like magic.
I just love that she tries to stay grounded, and she says she doesn't. What did she say? She doesn't have a social. She doesn't look at her social, and I get it. I don't either, and I think it's so important to continue to do what she's doing, and no matter what other people do, then if people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do.
Suddenly, everyone wants to watch women's basketball.
Well, he's not the only one ready to watch the record fall.
Fans are driving long distances and paying big bucks, as you heard, to watch Clark smash the record.
Arenas that were half empty are now packed, and even more people are watching on TV.
Who are you here to see tonight?
Caitlin Clark!
It's crazy how much attention she brings to the game, and it's not just here in the U.S. People in other countries are going nuts for her, too.
Came from Canada to see.
Saskatchewan, Canada.
That's a long walk.
We drove 23 hours.
Whoa, hold on a second. To see, I'm going to guess. Let me guess.
Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark.
Imagine seeing fans in Germany wearing an Iowa jersey. That's the kind of impact she's having. It's like she's created this whole new wave of excitement around women's basketball. People are talking about it more, watching more, and becoming bigger fans because of her.
It was pretty surreal because we were watching TV, I think the game before, and she got really close to it. I think she was like a couple of rebounds away, and I didn't think that I would actually be at the first one, but here we are.
It felt really exciting that my favorite basketball player made her first triple-double.
It's pretty amazing. So when Team USA took the court without Clark, they were missing more than just a skilled player. She's become a symbol for a whole new generation of basketball fans. Seeing those empty seats at the Olympics really puts things into perspective.
The national championship head coach of South Carolina, who's part of the selection process for the women's team that we all know did not take Caitlin Clark.
Clark isn't letting this disappointment hold her back. Instead, she's using it as motivation.
I get to be here preparing to play in the Final Four while doing this, and I think it's difficult to do, especially with the talent in our game. So it's been a special year. I have the most amazing teammates, the best coaches, and I'm just really grateful.
Saying she wants to make her Olympic dream a reality. Her positive attitude is a big part of why fans love her so much.
There's always room to improve, and I think only being a sophomore, there's always room for growth, and still have 2 more years here. So, I still have plenty time to grow before, I go pro, and that's where I want to be. I want to reach the next level.
This whole situation shows just how much one player can change the game. Caitlin Clark isn't just good. She's a game changer. She's bringing in new fans and making women's basketball more exciting.
We talked actually on the bus. She got the call on the bus, and she texted me to let me know, and I just tried to keep her spirits. The thing she said was, "Hey coach, they woke a monster," which I thought was awesome.
It's surprising that Team USA decided to leave her off the 2024 Paris Olympics roster.
You know good and damn well, with or without Caitlin Clark, they gonna probably win the gold again. That's not what this conversation is about. This is about what I will personally label the idiocy of Team USA women's basketball. How dare you make this decision? It's stupid.
It's hard to believe that a player who's been breaking records and captivating fans won't be suiting up for her country at the Olympics.
Caitlin Clark does not deserve a spot ahead of any of the players on this roster, okay? If we're talking just basketball, you know we're not. You know we're not.
Everyone's scratching their heads over this decision. What on earth was USA Basketball thinking?
And as Shannon pointed out just the other day, you got a team in the Indiana Fever with their struggling selves, struggling to win a damn game and be relevant. No team in the WNBA was worse other than the winless Washington Mystics, okay? And they went from 4,000 in attendance to 17,000. This girl is box office.
They claim to have their reasons, but it's not sitting well with a lot of people.
As a committee member, you're charged with putting together best team of players, the best talent. Caitlin is just a rookie in the WNBA. Wasn't playing bad, but wasn't playing like she's playing now. If we had to do it all over again, the way that she's playing, she would be in really high consideration of making the team because she is playing head and shoulders above a lot of people, shooting the ball extremely well.
Is that really enough to sideline her for the Olympics? It seems like a drastic move based on limited evidence. The backlash has been intense. Fans, sports analysts, and former players are outraged. Team USA, they argue, missed a golden opportunity. Clark isn't just another player. She's a phenomenon. Her games are must-see events. Her highlights are legendary. And she's ignited a whole new level of excitement around women's basketball. People aren't just upset about Clark missing out on the Olympics because of her skills. They think her star power could have brought in a whole new wave of fans, especially younger. Team USA decided to stick with a group of experienced players. Clark handled the news like a champ. Instead of complaining, she turned it into motivation, saying she's got something to work towards. That kind of attitude makes people like her even more. Now let's talk about those empty seats. Some people think Clark's absence is part of the reason why only 13,040 fans showed up for Team USA's first game against Japan. That's a shockingly low number, especially considering it was a rematch of the gold medal game. It's like hosting a huge party and having hardly any guests. This wasn't normal for Olympic basketball. A game between Serbia and Puerto Rico had more fans, even without Team USA. Something's definitely off. So is Clark the only reason for the low turnout? Probably not. There are other things to think about. For starters, the game was at 9 p.m. local time, which isn't ideal for families with kids. It's like planning a party when everyone's getting ready for bed. The way Olympic tickets were sold might be part of the problem. Instead of selling tickets for single games, they grouped them together in packages. These packages often included men's games, which were way more popular, so people bought tickets for those games, but ended up coming early to watch the women's games too. A lot of the fans at the game were cheering for Japan, which made it feel like Team USA was playing in the wrong country. A big star like Caitlin Clark, who's known for packing arenas and boosting TV ratings, could have totally changed the atmosphere. But because she wasn't on the team, a bunch of seats stayed empty. This isn't just about one game or one player. It's a bigger issue for women's basketball. Not many people showing up is a serious warning sign. It's surprising that a top team like the USA played in a half-empty arena. If this happened in men's basketball, everyone would be freaking out. This tells us that women's basketball needs to change how it does things. If even the best team can't get people to come watch, it's not good for the sport. USA Basketball is probably kicking themselves for leaving Caitlin Clark off the team now. She's really good at getting people excited about the game. It's not just about Caitlin Clark missing the team. It's about how the whole sport is presented to fans. If the Olympics can't get people excited, what hope do other games have? Caitlin Clark is a superstar who knows how to build excitement. Having her on the team would have shown that women's basketball isn't just about playing well. It's about creating a buzz.